Welcome back, guys. Another very easy recipe for you guys today that I'll be cooking up with the Cellucor Core Whey Performance Whey Protein. Again, I'm going to be sticking with cinnamon swirl today. I find that it comes out best, especially when baking, compared to the cookies and cream, which is amazing in protein pudding or sludge. And peanut butter marshmallow is a great overall protein. The other flavors are all exceptional as well, but for an egg pancake, which I'm going to be making today, which is a great low-calorie pancake alternative compared to the flour ones I've made before, this is just something that may be right up the low-carb people's alley. So let's get right to what you need. I have my skillet here preheated on a medium heat, some cooking spray to cook it with. Right here I have all my dry ingredients in a small little bowl, which is about 25 grams of the whey protein right here. I used about a tablespoon of this Psylilum Husk powder, and what that is practically fiber in a little powder. I suggest the Now brand. You can pick it up at your local Whole Foods, anything along that line. If you do order it offline, I would suggest bodybuilding.com, tigerfitness.com, or getripnutrition.com. All three great sites that are very reliable, ship very quickly, and also very popular out there in the community. Just a little teaspoon of baking powder. This will help it rise. So we have our whey, our Psylilum husk, and our baking powder. For our wet ingredients, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it up here in a magic bullet. I have 2 whole eggs and 6 egg whites. I actually use the egg busters or the liquid egg whites because it's easier to mix, and you know it doesn't take very long compared to cracking and doing all the egg whites at once. So what I do first is to start the recipe is you just kind of let this go in the magic bullet, which I'm going to use, or a regular blender, for a couple minutes until it gets a little foamy. And then once it gets foamy, we're going to add in our dry ingredients, and then we're finally going to cook the final product, which I'll show you in a couple steps here. So for now, I'm going to mix this up, add in our dry ingredients, and I'll get right back. Good? Okay. Now we have everything mixed up in our magic bullet here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly spray the pan that's preheated, as so. And remember, when we cook our eggs or an egg pancake, everything should always be on medium power to prevent it from overburning or overcharring. So what I'm going to do is take our mixed product, which is a little bit on the thicker side, the Psylilum Husk powder, we'll definitely add in that because of the fiber, and slowly drop it in. And you can see it kind of has like a pancake batter as you see it being dropped into the skillet here. So with that said, you're going to need 2 things. You're going to need a spatula to help with the flip. And a flipper. So I'm just going to get the rest of the egg mixture out of here. You can back up a little bit. So that way we get everything for our pancake. And this may be a little bit small of a skillet. It's going to make a very thick pancake, but all in all it really doesn't matter. The one key thing that I do want to touch on when cooking a pancake like this is when you see it start to bubble, like you can see here on the top of the skillet here, the one key thing you want to focus on is going around the edges and pushing the edges in so all the debris and all the extra residue on top will actually get cooked in the process. So when the outside starts to harden a little bit, you push it in, and it may break a little bit, but you want to make sure you get all that mixture underneath it. And you'll repeat this probably every 30 seconds or so. Just kind of get that in there. And as the outside starts to harden up, it will be easier for the residue to go underneath and the extra liquidy stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this sit, play with the edges for a little bit, and as you can see getting underneath there just like that, you just kind of let it hop up and get the rest underneath there. And then you continue this process, and then when it starts to solidify, we'll flip it over. So now as you can see, it's starting to bubble right up top here. That shows it's ready to be flipped. So let me show you a little secret I do with flipping a big omelet or egg pancake like this. So what I do is I simply take my plate and I'll slowly transfer it onto the plate. Now while this may seem stupid, it's actually kind of smart. Because what I'll do is I'll take the pan again, spray it, and then you slowly take your pancake, you take your pan, like so, slide it over the edge, and just flip the plate over. No mess, no harm, no foul. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cook this for about a minute, and as you can see, it should look a little golden brown, as so. And in a minute or so, when the other side... Alright, it's been about a minute after the flip, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our pancake, slowly check the bottom, because if it has a little golden brown, it's good to go. So I'm going to just flip it over on the plate to show you that the bottom is cooked complete as well. So that's what your final egg pancake is going to look like. So I'm going to turn off our skillet here and throw this in the sink. Now what's nice about this is that entire recipe I gave you, and what I'll also write beneath in the comment box, is only about 375 calories. It's about 55 grams of protein, it's about 10 grams of fat, and 20 grams of carbs, including the Psylilum husk powder, which is the extra fiber. Things that you can put on here, you can put your Walden Farm pancake syrup, because it's an egg pancake. You could also put any kind of nut butter, such as peanut butter, almond butter, cookie butter, things along that line. You can make your own protein pudding, etc., etc. I will list all the recipe, the directions, and the comments in the below box. But other than that, it's a very simple, very low-carb recipe. If you would want to replace the whole eggs with more egg whites, by all means, whatever it is to suit your diet. But overall, a very simple recipe with the Cinnamon Swirl Core Performance. Any guys have any recipe comments or suggestions, please let me know. Shoot me a message, give me a comment, and we'll keep them rolling.